Welcome to the Oh Hell Yeah podcast.
We are back here in the studio.
We can't be stopped from doing the podcast.
Can't be stopped unless you ask us to.
Unless you pay us.
Pay us. God, it wouldn't be great to be paid to stop doing what we're doing.
It would be so good.
Imagine some rich philanthropist, and I say philanthropist because they're doing the people's work by asking one of us to stop being a comedian.
To stop a podcast is charity.
Honestly,
humanitarian work.
If someone out there said, "What do you do?" Well, I stopped two straight men from doing podcasts. They would be like, "Thank you."
They would stop and applaud.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Where were you 10 years ago?
Thank you for your service, and they'd salute you.
Thank you. Are they white? Yes. Oh my God, you are a saint.
You're doing the Lord's work.
Thank you. But if some guy came up to you after a show, let's just say you did a show totally, and you had a good set.
Okay.
And some guy went like this, "You don't need to do this anymore." Like, what? And he opened a briefcase that had $500,000 in it.
I'll never do it again.
He said, leave.
$500,000? That's a life-changing amount of money.
And he goes, leave LA and start a new life.
Done.
Really?
Yeah. $500K? Done.
You're about to call your mom. Don't leave. Give me your phone. Run. Would you throw it all away?
Wait, I don't get to call my mom anymore?
No, you get to call your mom, but
Okay.
not at that moment. You just do it for appearances for him. He has the thrill of someone actually started their whole life by running out of a venue.
No doubt. No doubt in my mind. That's a down payment on a house somewhere on the coast.
Imagine just a briefcase like that. Stop it all.
Gladly.
Not even.
$500K?
And he
I'm
goes,
done.
and he's signing right here, and if I see you tell a joke, or if I see any kind of video of you telling a joke that's currently after this moment, then I will get the money back plus interest.
Done.
What?
Easy. I'm 38. I need to start thinking about retirement.
And he goes,
I had a good run, you know?
What if you come back and does that include podcasting? It
Yeah,
does.
it does.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, does that also include?
Can I write jokes for other people?
No joke.
Oh,
Okay. All
okay.
right. What about satirical cartoons?
Yeah. Can I make a table full of people laugh at a restaurant? Because I don't know if I can help that. I don't know if I can stop doing that.
What if I just yell something funny in an airport or something, or a crowded plane or a bus or a line at a Dunkin' Donuts? Is that allowed?
Yeah.
He's like, no.
I fear that I would become that guy who's trying to get laughs just everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like this is a useful outlet so that I'm not holding up the line at Denny's.
That guy does exist in comedy not in comedy, in life, where he didn't want to be a comedian. And I'm not saying he made the wrong decision,
right?
But he still has the sort of comedy acumen of like I'm a funny guy,
Yes.
or whatever, and he does it everywhere he can. And I was that guy until I became a comedian.
Yeah.
I think we all were.
No, for sure.
Yeah. You say something at a movie theater, everyone's like laughing, like
Yeah. I used to. For me, it was basketball games. Oh, I love to yell things at a high school basketball game to try to get a laugh out of the crowd.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Like what? Like a slur?
Like slurs, really homophobic stuff. Looking back, definitely ableist stuff.
Oh yeah, every guy in his wheelchair sucks.
Yeah, pretty much. Just stuff like I would heckle the ref. One that I remember was an Australian team came to play our high school's basketball team, and they called a foul on our team, and I thought it was a flop, and I yelled like, "What, do they have Oscars in Australia? Because you deserve one." And
wow.
Then laugh, and I was like,
yes. Everyone's like, who is that guy?
Yeah.
Someone's one day is going to pay that guy an exorbitant amount of money to stop being that guy.
That guy's going to talk into a microphone in a garage for hours
For
and
hours to
hear
the
it.
disappointment of that other guy's wife. If she only knew what we said. And she never will because she refuses to subscribe to the podcast.
No. She's not the Courtney who left us an iTunes review. That was Courtney with a K.
Oh, yeah. No.
Shout out to Courtney with a K. Thanks for listening at the gym.
In all due respect, I usually discourage the name Courtney with a K. Kardashianville. I get it. KKK. Another way to discourage, another thing that I'm discouraged about.
Another way to also alienate our one female listener.
But But
when I hear your name, I think of the Kardashians.
no.
and
What I'm
the
saying
KKK.
is usually I think that, but then I saw that beautiful review, and that person's a beautiful person.
You changed someone's life.
You changed me.
You changed us. You changed our lives.
Thank you. And if any, I employ every person out there listening right now. If you haven't left a comment on iTunes,
You could change our lives.
you could change our lives, or you hate us and you refuse to let the people know. You're actually ashamed of us. Really, you're a closet. Oh hell yeah, and we want you to get out of the closet and give us a big old wet hug.
Yeah, and hate listens are listens. They count the same in the analytics, my friend.
Yeah. Hate is a big commodity, which brings me to what I did last night.
Oh, okay. Interesting way to start this.
Now, usually on YouTube, the fine people at YouTube, thank you so much for not including us in the damn algo. Could you recommend us a little bit more?
Just a little.
Just a little. But the wife is gone.
Of course.
She's out in the Bahamas.
You must be so deep into YouTube by now.
Oh my God. I'm either doing two things. Either I'm eating terribly, jerking off, or on YouTube.
Yeah.
Sometimes
all three.
Sometimes one leads to the other.
Yeah, of course,
I'm on
yeah.
YouTube so much, I'm like getting kind of turned on. And then after I'm turned on, I'm like, well, now I'm kind of hungry because I'm deployed of all my, I've depleted a lot of protein. But late last night, laptop open, and I said, okay, it's going viral right now. I'll watch it. And I watched the whole Mehdi Hassan Jubilee. I watched the whole thing.
You watched the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing in awe. In awe. Now, am I proud of what I did? Listen, I'm a lonely man. I'm lonely. If I can't watch discouraged fascist whites battle a guy, what can you do in your spare time? I will say I'm conflicted about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because number one, I love Mehdi Hassan.
Sure.
I think he's
I wasn't really aware of him too much before this. Is he a CNN guy?
MSNBC.
MSNBC.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think he's extremely brilliant, smart, articulate. Also, the composure on this guy.
Yeah.
Woo!
Impressive.
And I will say, they got there's a couple of fascist, hate boys. Fascist hate boys.
Fascist hate boys. Could have been the name of the podcast.
No.
Because we hate fascists.
But
fascist hate boys. Because it's for the boys. We hate fascists.
But those guys in that are fascist hate boys.
Yeah.
They're full of they're fascists. They're full of hate, and they're boys. I will say, have you seen it?
I've seen clips.
I
try not to give Jubilee the clicks.
I understand because they're kind of commodifying hate
Yes.
in a forum.
And I think it really just kind of, I think that everyone, I don't think that's these
They're not
videos
doing good work.
They're not changing anyone's minds. I think everyone who agrees with the fascists is just watching this and like, yes, tell that guy.
Right. But there are people who are very liberal, left-leaning like ourselves that are like, there's a voyeuristic aspect of it all where I kind of want to see what these weirdos and these idiots how they think. I can't help it.
Yeah.
Because know thy enemy.
Sure.
Know thyself. That's a biblical quote.
Art of War?
I think that may be a Catan thing.
Okay. Know thy enemy, know thyself. Build the longest
Harvest thy
railroad.
crop and kill thy neighbor? I don't know. Anyway, the point is, I watched it because I was just in awe of like, first of all, I like Mehdi and I like the way he's debating.
Yeah.
My mind is like, there's a bit of like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of like a fight, like a YouTube fight.
It is a brain fight.
Because there is a piece of me that says, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, there's a guy, and I've seen this type of video where he's at a convenience store or a gas station, and some guys, there's a black guy and there's a white guy yelling a slur at him, and he's like, "What you gonna do about it?" and says like a slur or whatever, and then the black guy punches him out. Now, granted, justice is served.
Sure.
I like seeing it, but I don't like seeing it.
Of course,
I don't like seeing someone that racist, but I also like seeing that guy get punched out.
Right.
So there's kind of this conflicting thought in my mind where I'm like, this is terrible, but also good for him. Glad he went down, but also why did this even happen? Did that guy? I hate that the guys like this even exist and they're even on my phone. But the characters that they found for this show.
The guy with the hat.
First of all, the Middle Eastern Inspector Gadget.
Yeah. couldn't look more like a cartoon villain.
Yeah, who looked like his number one goal is to rid the country of immigrants, even though his parents are immigrants, and to finally bring down Dick Tracy.
He looks like not the final boss in Street Fighter, but like one of them.
Yeah. He's kind of he's got a little bit of Raiden kind of vibe. There's something about him that just didn't really. But the funniest part was hearing all these white supremacist hate bros talk about how they want to purify America. They should rid the country of immigrants. If you're an immigrant, even if you're naturalized, you're not really an American. And watching that guy come up there, and all I could think was, when they're in the break room hanging out, he's like,
what do they talk to each other about?
Yeah, he's like, hey, can you believe Mehdi, man? Yeah, he's a sheep. He's really drinking the Kool-Aid, and he's just like, yeah. Remember when I said, he should be deported? And he's like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Just how do they all hang out after?
A nightmare blunt rotation, as they say.
They're all still people. They're all probably just hanging out in a room with some donuts and some coffee, just laughing, just having a good time.
Showing each other memes.
The
most racist memes you could possibly imagine.
Just giggling at like Joe Biden stumbling on some stairs and watching the most heinous memes. And that guy who looks like he's Al Capone's henchman is just sitting there just being like...
just sort of leering from a corner.
And then all Mehdi was like, he's like, how do you feel about these guys? They all hate you, want you deported. He's like, I'm not here to debate them. I'm like,
okay. Yeah, they want you deported, brother.
The one guy, and I'll leave it at this, the one guy who was like, are you a fascist then? Yeah, I am. I am.
Quite frankly, I saw a lot of that clip. The guy who kept saying, quite frankly.
Quite frankly, I
am a fascist.
What gave it away?
Quite frankly, I don't care if you call me a Nazi.
Please don't look at my hard drive. Please don't open my computer. When I go to the Apple store, I have to throw it away. I can't even go to the Genius Bar at the Apple store. I have to literally throw away my computer. That guy was wow. Yeah. I was in awe of how fucking crazy that guy was.
And you know what's so fucking sick and sad is in a year that guy will have a podcast that has more listeners than we do.
No.
Yeah, he will.
No.
Him and Kyle Rittenhouse are starting a podcast as we speak, and it's already on New and Noteworthy on iTunes.
It's called Shoot Your Shot. It's talking about the matriarchy and the patriarchy. Yeah. That guy was terrifying.
Yeah.
And I have a theory about that guy.
What's your theory about that guy?
Okay. He wanted an autocracy.
Sure.
Basically, he wanted a king.
He wanted a king, but then he thought we should elect this king. What a fucking idiot.
So and the idea that like you elect a king and then that guy is just your supreme leader who has Catholic beliefs and basically rids the country of everyone that you feel to be non-holy, I guess.
Yeah.
My theory is that guy is closeted and he wants to be dominated by a man. He wants a daddy. But because of his Catholic beliefs, he can't admit that. So he transfers that energy into a political ideology and says, I want a supreme daddy.
I want King Zaddy.
I want a King Zaddy.
Oh, hail King Zaddy.
I want him to just tell me what to do and how to do it. There's something there where I just don't quite understand. I understand if it's like medieval times and you didn't know that guy was the closest person to God. And you're like, that's all I know. Yeah. But you know better. But you still want a supreme leader to rule you with an iron fist under the name of God.
Yeah.
So there's gotta be
there's something weird.
There's gotta be like a sadomasochism. I can never say that word. Mashed potatoes. Yeah.
Masturboni.
So, where like he wants to be dominated and ruled by a man. He's kind of like the Gimp in Pulp Fiction. I think he wants.
Put that guy in. That guy should be in a suit in a gun store basement.
And this is why you cannot shame kinks. That guy, if it was okay, he would be in a leather mask and a fucking being led by a collar in the middle of West Hollywood. Yes. Let him be.
Yes, and leaving us alone.
Yeah, if that guy should be on a collar, just being someone's flesh toy,
living his best life
in a cage with a bowl of water, just his mouth being used,
serving his master.
That's all he wants.
That's what he wants. That's what he serve his master. And I, for one, have no problem with you serving your master in the privacy of your own home.
Do it in between, blow blowjob breaks. Yeah, I sit there and
You can read the Babylon Bee or whatever.
whatever you want. But instead, his religion is suppress that, and he's got to find a way to, I need a supreme daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, I want it to be a king, a beautiful king to tell me what to do and tell me everything I need to be. I'm like, bro, just suck a dong.
Yeah, just be yourself.
Man. You put on a leather gimp mask,
See
have
if
a
it
leash.
fits. That's all we're saying. Put on the leather suit and see if it fits. That's all.
All I ask for that individual, would it kill you to just get a butt plug, a leash, go down to the neighborhood and say, hey guys, anyone want to just own me for an hour and see if you like it?
See if maybe that's gonna stop you from feeling politically motivated.
Yeah. Now, what I'm saying, obviously, I don't know anything, but that's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
Why do you want a daddy so
Why do you want
bad?
daddy so bad?
But not at all.
Because he's like, I want an autocratic, but he would never support a woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. If it was a queen, he would not.
Now me, mommy queen, tell me what to do.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Mommy queen, stomp on me and tell me to be a good boy.
Yeah, I'll do it.
For sure. And by queen, I mean my wife.
Yeah.
And your girlfriend.
Yes, she's my queen.
Yeah, she's your queen. Not my queen.
No.
But I can respect she's your queen.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
And you're,
But that's all I could think about. Like, he's gay.
yeah.
He's gay, which is really the really progressive way of calling a guy gay.
The most progressive way.
Back
We're
when-
progressively homophobic.
but
There's the name of the
But
podcast.
here's progressively homophobic. Because when we were in the kids in the 90s, like gay. But now that we're like, this is a different time, 2025, and we were well-educated men, we're thinking like, it's okay to be gay.
Yeah, it's more like gay.
Gay? It's okay.
It's okay.
Please just be gay.
It's okay.
It's okay to be gay. It's okay.
fine.
You don't need a supreme leader. You just need a bear to hold you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I thought. And then the other guy with the pink polo and the backwards hat, who was just like, good, get out. I'm like, oh my
boy.
God. I think you're gay too.
Yeah, that was your takeaway. Yeah, all these guys are gay.
These guys are pretty gay.
Huh.
Yeah, and I love the gays, and they love me. I hope. If they truly love me, then I'd have a better career. But, but all I could think was like, you guys, in all due respect, there is a suppression of something. Now, I do have a sociology degree at York University and a minor in psychology, so I think I'm pretty overqualified to make this sort of prognosis.
So he's allowed to call people gay on the internet.
Yes.
He's got a degree.
I've got a degree. If I say someone's gay on the internet and they're like, hey, who do you think you are? Who do I think I am? I think I have a doctorate or degree.
Close enough.
Online. But
Yeah. Counts.
but I think that some of these guys, they must have father issues where they want some sort of dad to like,
For sure.
where they're just like, I want an authoritarian figure in my life. And I also feel like, have you guys, this is another one. Have you guys ever played a sport?
Oh, I guarantee not.
Have you guys ever played with someone of a different color? Do you guys know what it's like to lose?
Yeah.
If you think you're really the supreme race and you're like we're the supreme race, okay.
Okay, take
But,
that-
and
yeah,
we're
t-
being held down by minorities. Like, well, if you were supreme, then why are you being held down?
Take that attitude to the court. See if you're the supreme race.
Yeah, I think if any of these guys would have knew what it was like to be dunked on and had their nose broken by an African American man, you'd have a little more humility in life.
Yeah, they'd be out and proud by now.
Yeah, you'd have sleep apnea and a hell of a story to tell on a podcast.
Perspective.
Which is what happened to me, of course.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, we got
And he got
dunked
dunked on so hard, it's keeping his wife awake.
It's
to this day.
keep me up at night, and not the right way, the wrong way. So I watched that all night, and that was a hard watch.
Yeah.
But I do agree. Jubilee's kind of dancing the line between like, we're doing good work, we're showcasing hate in America, like kind of.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you're also, what the equivalent is? The equivalent is like, it's like it reminds you of UFC 1.
I never saw it.
It's like sumo versus karate.
Yeah.
I'm like, will they ever be in the same ring? Did they ever need to be? Did anyone need to see this? We kind of get that it's kind of weird and unfair. These uneducated fascists versus a dignified left-leaning journalist. It's just like, I don't know. Jubilee, why don't you do debates that we need to see? Like you versus a whole bunch of people that prefer tofu. Tofu wings over chicken
Oh,
wings?
okay. Yeah, I'd debate them.
Yeah, like chicken wings.
I'd lose that debate. I can't. I have no moral.
No, but your win is that it tastes better.
It does taste better,
and you can't deny it.
and you can't deny that.
Or me versus a bunch of guys that would think that Target denim is just fine.
That I'd pay to watch.
Cherokee makes a fine denim, and I think what you pay is too much money. I'm like, line up, boys.
Let's start talking about weft. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Do they have a heritage line at Target? How dare you? Are those low rise? Oh, I'm gonna need more than 10 minutes.
You're not Kendrick. You can't pull off boot cut.
Oh man, I did watch. It's like, well, what else did they do? I did watch the Skip Bayless, a bit of the Skip Bayless one. Where
They had a Skip Bayless one?
yeah, Skip Bayless one where he was. Remember, I'm lonely.
Sure. Who is he debating?
Well, he's
20 people who love LeBron or something?
So basically, it's him. It's not even. See, the one that with Mehdi Hassan was he's debating 20 MAGA ultra alt-right conservatives,
Yeah.
but he's debating. This one's you debate Skip on his. Takes.
Okay.
So basically, he said Magic Johnson. I only saw the first take. The first one was that Magic Johnson is the best Laker of all time.
Okay.
And all these guys are like, no, it's Kobe. No, it's
Okay.
Kareem. No, it's Jerry West. No, it's this. So you kind of. It was interesting as a stats guy. It was interesting because you just have to have stats on the top of the dome. Like he
Yeah.
had this many assists, or he did this in game 7 of the playoffs. It's just like interesting watching. Like, man, these guys are really autistic. Man, you
Yeah.
guys got those numbers off the top of the dome.
Were they just dudes or were they like.
Just a bunch of dudes. One guy was dressed in full Philadelphia Phillies face paint and regalia.
I like that guy. That's my guy.
That guy, I was just like,
I'd eat wings with that guy.
yeah. But that's what I watched last night. And I was like, I didn't feel, after I watched it, it's not like I can tell people like, you got to watch this video. I felt dirty after. I was like,
Yeah, that's the thing with all those videos. You never feel good about it.
I felt like I watched something. I was like, I guess it was good that I saw that, but also now I'm scared. These guys are just in line at coffee shops, hanging around farmers markets. These guys are just.
These are everywhere.
These guys are everywhere.
They're everywhere.
They might be in the police.
They are almost certainly in the police.
Do you think are they in the administration? No,
couldn't be.
No, these are the qualified.
No,
guys.
it's a meritocracy.
Yes,
Yeah, it's not just whoever goes along with.
But
what Trump
anyway,
says.
these guys are just floating around, and I'm curious because what we did to the Coldplay CEO concert guy, he stepped down.
Yeah.
He's getting divorced. Everything's happening. What's gonna happen to these guys?
Well, the difference between these guys and that guy is he was clearly ashamed of what he was doing, and these people. They're proud to say these things.
They're proud boys.
They're proud, but they're some of the proudest boys we've got.
Isn't it funny, like, that the Proud Boys, from one, ruined Fred Perry.
Yeah, you can't wear that anymore.
They really, if you're Fred Perry, you must be pissed.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. If sales are up, sales are up. You know what I mean? Fred Perry, they might.
It's like us with views.
They might be fine. Yeah.
But it must be odd to be like, you're kind of just this kind of like upscale, kind of like preppy brand.
We make polos for posh bravs.
And then all of a sudden you're just like, oh no, another rally, and they're all wearing it. Why did they pick that?
I don't know. I think it goes back a long ways because I think it's linked to like British skinhead culture, which is not necessarily racist. I've learned.
But Doc Martens had that too when I was a kid. That skinheads wore Doc Martens and yellow laces. When I was a kid, that was the thing. And then they kind of beat it.
Yeah, they did. Doc Martens outlived that. They did. Good for them.
Yeah. How do they do that?
I don't know. Yellow laces meant.
Yeah, when I was a kid, it was like if you saw, a guy with Doc Martens yellow laces, it meant he was a skinhead.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Were they?
And then I saw a guy with Doc Martens yellow laces, and he had like a bomber jacket, but he didn't have a shaved head. And I was like, he must be on his way to the barber to finish the outfit.
Like seeing a butterfly still in his chrysalis.
Oh, he's almost taking his final form.
He's so close.
He's so close, taking his final form of his hate uniform. That's what they told me in the 90s. That's what it was. Yellow laces.
I believe it.
That was the thing. I was like, I don't know. But then Doc Martens kind of just figured it out.
Now they're for, non-binary baristas.
Should have been the name of the pod.
Should have been the name of the pod.
Non-binary baristas. what's new with you? What's going on? So that's what I did, and the
That's
wife's
what
come
you
back,
did last night.
which I'm not like too proud of. But
I watched Boogie Nights last night in a movie theater.
oh, top
It's
5 movie of all
so-
time.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Oh, I loved it. I loved every second of it. The beginning of it is so like fun and sexy and tittillating, and then
Yeah.
it slowly gets worse and worse and worse.
Just to watch the downgrading of a star.
It's so sick.
It really is. If anyone hasn't seen Boogie Nights, number one, what's wrong with you?
You gotta watch Boogie Nights.
What's wrong with you?
It's so fun.
Did I tell them? I never told you the story when I met Phillip Seymour Hoffman.
You met Phillip Seymour Hoffman. Also, the crowd that I saw it in, they applauded when he appeared on screen.
R.I.P.
Yeah. R.I.P. Also, welcome to L.A.
Yeah. So big fan of Boogie Nights.
Of course.
Loved Boogie Nights. I was a young man when I saw Boogie Nights.
Yeah. I was way too young when I saw Boogie Nights.
Yeah, I was young too. I think it came out in 99, 98.
94.
No.
Let's look it up.
Hey Siri,
97.
when did Boogie Nights come out?
Nights.
Boogie Nights was released in
97.
Okay, so 97. So
Yeah,
when
I was 11 when it came out.
You saw? No, you didn't see when it came out. You saw
I think
it.
I might have, because like my older brother was into movies, and sometimes we would rent movies, and our parents were pretty lax about what we rented, and we would watch them, on our own. Because I watched it. I definitely saw it when I was young, and then I watched it for the first time as an adult like 7 years ago. And the only parts I remembered were the parts with boobs, and the parts with guns. So I think I saw it because I was kind of like, I vaguely remember all the rest of this. But wow, this is like a whole ass movie. It's not just
You saw it in a movie theater?
last night.
Where?
The Egyptian. I'm an American Cinematheque member. They do screenings of like old movies.
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
cool.
Yeah,
So with Boogie Nights, when I met Phillip Seymour Hoffman,
yeah.
I'll never forget. Pretty memorable moment. I watched Boogie Nights as a kid, 97. So I watched it probably on VHS in 90, not
Yeah.
VHS, on DVD in 98.
Yeah.
At the time, I guess I was 17.
Sure.
Pretty young.
Pretty young, but
Still a virgin.
same age as Dirk Diggler, the character.
Yes, I was unexperienced as a man. I had no sexual exploits to speak of that didn't involve my own hand or a mattress cover.
Sure.
Or mattress, sorry. So I'm in. This is years later. This is like in I guess when 2001, 2002, and I'm in this bar in Toronto. And I go upstairs and I see Phillip Seymour Hoffman by himself at a table just eating food. Now, Toronto was a hotbed for filming, so I'm sure he was there filming something. So then I looked at my buddy and I was like, dude, Phillip Seymour Hoffman's there.
Yeah.
And he's like, really? You gonna go say hi? I'm like, I love him at Boogie Nights. He said, go say hi. I'm like, all right. I'm a young comedian. I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe he'll be like, you got a show, kid? Let me watch.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. So then he's just reading the menu, glasses on the tip of his nose. I'll never forget. I went up the stairs where he was sitting, and I said, excuse me, Mr. Hoffman? He's like, yes. I went, just want to say, I'm a big fan, loved him Boogie Nights. He goes, thanks. Menu up in front of his face. And I literally stood there, and then I walked away slowly. And then my buddy Brian, shout out to Blueberry Blast, he said, he thought you were hitting on him. I go, based on what? Are you kidding? He played a gay character in the closet. You look kind of twinky. You thought you were kidding on him because you loved him for the one gay role he did. I'm like, come on, why can't he just be a jerk? Why do I got to be a creepy gay kid?
Yeah, he could just be, having a long day. Doesn't need to deal with you.
So Brian's like, that's his whole idea. Like, no, he thought you were hitting on him. I'm like, okay, first of all, what does that say? What are we trying to say about me? Like, your default is creepy gay kid. Like,
You got a sex pest energy.
yeah. You got lusty twink all over you. Thirsty twink.
Thirsty twink. Could have been the name of the podcast.
But, and I'll never forget it. And I was like, oh man. So it taught me something about LA. It's like, these guys really don't want to be acknowledged.
Yeah, just don't.
Yeah.
I almost said something to somebody at the farmer's market. Do you know who Tim Baltz is?
Tim Waltz?
Tim Waltz came and bought bread.
Oh my God.
Tim Baltz. is
Who's
like
that?
he's an actor. He's in Righteous Gemstones. He
Okay.
does a podcast that I really like, and he came to buy bread at the farmer's market, and I was like, say something, say something, say something. I'm not gonna say anything.
You're hot.
Yeah. I lived here working Boogie Nights.
So Boogie Nights, if I can say this is a really gay charged episode, which is totally fine.
You could say that about most of them.
Yeah, I guess. As long as I'm here, you're here. We are the
Get used to it.
we're very get used to it. But I remember being a young boy watching, I was 18, 17, watching Boogie Nights, being so confused about the scene when he's jerking off for the guy in the car.
Yeah.
Not there's no spoilers, but Dirk Diggler's at a low point in his life. He needs cash. He's a drug addict. And I'm always confused. I was like, I remember he's like touching himself, and the guy's like, faster, faster, come on, donkey dick. And I was like, donkey dick. Oh, that's all right. And then they beat him up. I was like, why did they beat him up? Why did they wait so? I still to this day I'm a little bit like, you could have just beat him up the moment it came out. Why did you gotta wait for him to like almost finish and then be like, oh, now let's get him?
Yeah.
Was it like, are you closeted?
Oh, for sure.
I didn't. That's as a kid. I didn't
Oh,
know.
I didn't. Okay,
I
yeah.
didn't know what was going on. I was like, why did he wait so long?
Yeah, as a kid, you were like, no, I get he wanted to beat him up.
It was just like you only because when you're young, you only think in binary ways. You're just like, you don't like gay guys, so why would you want to? It's just a
So why
black
do
or
you
white
want to
issue.
watch him be gay?
So like, I was so confused as a kid. Like, I didn't understand the idea of being deeply closeted to the point where like you have to be violent. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, huh? Why would you watch it then? I was just so innocent.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
It was a different time.
It was such a different time. But what a flick. What a flick. And you know what? That movie sparked my crush for Heather Graham as a kid.
See, and this was something that I've noticed over the years watching this movie. When I was young, huge crush on Heather Graham. Now, as an adult watching it, Julianne Moore. Oh my God.
I know.
She's beautiful.
I know. Wait a second. You had a crush on Heather Graham?
Of course.
I loved her.
Didn't you see Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me?
Dude, Boogie Nights. Not Boogie Nights, sorry. Swingers.
She's in Swingers?
What?
Oh, wait.
Are you kidding me?
Is she one of the waitresses
no.
in Vegas?
No.
Who's she in Swingers?
Swingers. Come on.
Who's she in Swingers? I just watched it like a year ago. Who is she in Swingers?
First of all, Swingers is a movie.
Your favorite movie?
One of my favorite movies of all time. His apartment that he lived in, not that far from where you live.
The Copa Royale.
Yeah,
just down the street on
Franklin,
Bronson.
On Franklin and Bronson.
Franklin and Bronson, yeah.
So,
Don't look up where I live.
yeah, don't. And if you do go there, would it kill you to just leave some cash in the mailbox?
Yeah, just leave some threatening comments on the YouTube, and then you can come bother me.
Well, actually, leave this threatening comment on a stack of some cash.
Please.
Post-it note, a couple of hundred.
I just got back from Italy. I need the money.
Yeah, call them whatever you want and give them $100.
Yeah.
That'd be kinda,
Hey, if you want me to Mark Wahlberg jerk off in the truck, will you watch?
yeah, come on, donkey dick, hurry.
Yeah, call me. I mean, honestly, call me Donkey Dick. I would hate that if somebody called me that.
Yeah, it'd follow you wherever you go.
Yeah.
But anyway, Heather Graham was who Jon Favreau was talked to at the bar.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, remember, Vince Vaughn is like, she's just a little
Don't
bunny
call her for
rabbit.
3
She's a little
days,
bunny
yeah.
rabbit. And you're just like, dude, she had that kind of like that swinger kind of like, what kind of like style is that? It's a swing? Yeah, swing, right?
Swing, yeah, big
or
band.
Kind of like rockabilly, kind of like babe vibes. And then I even had an ex-girlfriend that looked just like her. Kind of smaller version. Yeah, and that girl broke my heart and cheated on me with a fireman. But the point is...
With a fireman?
No, listen. I can't get into this.
Damn.
Unless you ask.
A fireman?
Okay, I'll get into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hear this.
No.
That would ruin me. I would hate firemen
Well,
forever.
I don't know if they cheated. I don't know if she cheated on
How
me.
old were you?
How old was I when this happened? This was before I moved to LA. This is like you know, in my adulthood. This is
Yeah.
like, let me think. I'm trying to work on years here. Maybe 2011.
Okay.
What year was that? Oh, sorry. How old was
That
I?
was 2011.
So I was 30.
Okay.
I was 30 at the time.
How long had you been dating?
4 years.
Whoa.
Now I
okay.
don't know if she actually did it with him, but this made me look bad. But did she? leave her Facebook open on my laptop? I don't know. It's my laptop. And I opened this is a different time. We didn't really have it on our phones.
Yeah.
Apps didn't have a thing.
No.
You had to log into a computer.
You had to look
a
at it.
computer that was
You had to
mine.
look at it on your damn desktop while you walked both ways to school in the snow.
And she, may have looked up she may have entered her information into her Facebook and forgot to log out. I open my laptop, click on the Facebook, and I type in facebook.com, and there it is. It's her profile. Were we on the rocks? Maybe. Mm-hmm. Did she break up with me and then beg for me back via email, and I took her back like an idiot? Maybe. Allegedly. And did I happen to look through some messages? Who's to say? And in those messages, did I see...
Eddie's not on trial
I'm
here.
not on trial here. You're on trial.
This whole court's
No, it's
on trial.
The whole damn system's on
Yeah.
trial. A Few Good Men, which is also a great name for a podcast.
Great. Could have been...
Actually, that is a few
That's
good...
kind of baiting.
What do you mean?
Gay baiting.
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
No, if we're a couple good guys. A few good
We're
men.
a few good men.
We're not, we need one more.
We need one more.
Yeah.
Gash Patel.
Oh, get on your dry fit and get over here.
Get in here.
Yeah, you got nothing to do. You're not doing anything.
Yeah, you're not busy. There's no list. So
Work
you're
is
not
done.
busy, yeah.
Yeah. There's no building to go to.
No.
No, you just work from home.
No.
He's in Vegas.
And I'm sure Obama's already been arrested by the time this is out. So
So I got to talk about that too. But anyway, so I go through the messages, and then I see a little badge icon with the little red badge icon with unread messages with her. Oh, no, sorry, that it showed that there's some messages there.
Yeah.
So I click on it. I don't know why. I'm not proud of myself. And then
It's tough when it's right. It's right there.
It's right there.
She left it open for you.
Left it open there. And listen, if it was my wife, who I trust with everything, I would have nothing. I wouldn't look because there's nothing. I have no suspicion. But with her, there was suspicion.
Right.
And then I read her ex, who was a fireman. They're going back and forth, talking about, I'm coming to the city tomorrow. Are you going to see me? Because he lived in the burbs somewhere.
Yeah.
He's like, why do you want to see me? I figured, of course I want to see you. Or what are you going to do when you come over here? And then the sexual talk starts going back and forth, back and forth.
Oh my God.
And I'm getting turned on.
It's like the Jubilee video all over again.
And I'm
You're like,
like-
I don't feel good about this, but I can't look away.
And I was so whipped and delusional. I was like, babe, I didn't know you had this in you. Oh my God, imagine this guy was me. That would be so hot. But anyway. And then I closed the laptop and I was like, my heart was racing. I was like, oh my God. And then you can't not bring that up.
You gotta bring that up.
You can't be like, well, pasta tonight, And I was just fuming, sitting there in her condo when she came back from work. Now, listen, the writing was on the wall. We were sleeping in separate beds whenever I slept at her place because I know we were living together. When I'd come to her house to crash, I would sleep in the guest room because I snore so badly. She's like, I really need some sleep.
Got it, yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. There was not there's no compromise with sleep on your side. You should get a look at a doctor. I want this to work because you never feel closer to your partner than you do when you sleep in a bed together.
Sure.
And I was literally just slowly morphing into a roommate that didn't live there.
That didn't even live there. That's crazy. Sleeping in different beds when it's not your apartment is a new level of.
Dude, truly. Think about we're not porking at all, let alone I'm not even sleeping in the same bed with her.
Why am I here? That's what I would think every time I fell asleep in the guest room.
But I had such low self-esteem. I wanted to, and she was so pretty, and we had such a history that I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
I didn't know here's the thing.
Is this the one who looked like Heather Graham?
Yeah.
Got it.
Here's the thing. If apps were around, there's the pilot light of a chance to be with someone new.
Yeah.
But I didn't. Without stand-up, I didn't go up to people.
Yeah.
I'm 5'7", 5'8", and online. I had low self-esteem. I was like, I don't know, whatever. So I just felt like this is all I could do.
And at the time, you had no skincare routine.
No skincare routine. Literally just water in the sun.
Yeah.
That's all I used. But anyway, so we weren't doing anything at all. And then I told her, and then she was like, she couldn't. the idea that she spoke to someone like that wasn't me was void because of the act of me catching her. So she's like, you went to my Facebook? Oh, my God. How did you do that? You have my password? What else do you have? I'm just like, you want to fuck your ex who's a fireman.
That's tough. That's tough because, you did obtain this information. You know, it's inadmissible in court.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But also, come on.
And did I go through the guy's profile? And listen, I will say this to this man. I don't know who he is or where he is or what he's done. But
tell you one thing, wherever he is, he's not vaccinated.
Well, maybe, I don't know. But the display picture of you with the rest of the firemen all wearing tight shirts and overalls, just hanging out in a group photo, clutch.
God, that's got to be the worst for you. Like, this guy's got it. I got to admit it.
Clutch.
This guy's got it.
When I saw the display picture I was like, of course. I mean, to be one of the guys.
I'm going to shoot him a message.
Be like, buddy, man, you're killing it. Thanks for fucking my girl. Well, at least trying to, anyway. Just like him and a bunch of just boys in the firehouse, just hanging out, just like thumbs up in front of the truck, arms crossed, huge guns, tight white shirts, all just a bunch of Anglo-Saxon men with mustaches, beards, and fucking tight haircuts, just looking buff. I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I get it,
buddy.
I'm shattered emotionally, but
woo!
I get it.
Honestly, I don't care which one she wants. All of them are hot guys.
Yeah, take your pick.
Anyway, so that was, but then,
Then you got back together after that?
we stayed together for a little while, bro.
That's crazy.
This is how much of a loser I was.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm telling this story. So anyway, so then we stick it out, and we're like, she apologized. We figured it out. Okay. And then I'll never forget it. And I still have some of these scars today where this is early Facebook, right? This is all we had.
Yeah.
So this is like her and her friend were like, can you come with me? These guys that are like club promoters at a nightclub, they want me to like come hang out with them. And this is a crazy story. And I just want to be with her with another girlfriend. They're pre-gaming at their penthouse condo, and then they're going to a nightclub. I just need someone to come with me.
Wait, your girlfriend said this?
Their best friend said this. And I was like, and she was like, okay. And she was reluctant about it. I'll never forget. I'm in her condo. She's like, I can't believe I have to go to this thing. This is terrible. Okay. And I was just like, go, have fun.
Yeah.
Go, right? Dude, she came back that night, came into my bedroom, a separate bedroom, and was like, it was a lot of fun. I go, really?
Okay, not really what I wanted to hear.
Everyone was so positive and that good mood, good vibes.
And everybody was above 6 foot.
And it was amazing. Everyone was above 6 foot and they're clearly confident about themselves. And she just kept talking about, I think she's such a corporate person, 9 to 5, windowless office kind of person. I think she finally felt alive.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, she went every weekend.
Oh, no.
She would go out with these guys every weekend. And these guys...
And you're like, have fun, honey.
And I was like, again? She's like, well, yeah. It started out just Saturdays and then Friday, Saturdays. Now, I was on the road doing gigs. Mm-hmm. So, like, it wasn't like I was, like, at home all the time.
Okay, yeah.
So she kind of justified it by saying, like, well, you're off doing a club this weekend. Why can't I'll just go and party. I'm like...
Just go party with these handsome guys.
I was like, okay, firework. And I was like, okay. So think about how I feel. Mm-hmm. I'm in the middle of some small town doing a club all weekend, staying at a Holiday Inn, and my girlfriend is right smack dab in the biggest city in the country, partying it up with these club goer guys.
Yeah.
And and I would see pictures the next day on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because they have a fan page. The club promoters hire photographers.
Yeah.
And dude, I saw pictures of my girlfriend holding a drink, like a vodka tonic, with a bunch of guys. And these guys, these club promoter guys, were just like Ed Hardy models. Mm-hmm. Just bedazzled, unironic faux hawks. Just terrible looking guys. Guys with fingerless gloves.
Fingerless gloves?
In the tight pants. Just terrible looking individuals.
Yeah.
This gets totally way worse.
Yeah.
I saw pictures of it pouring Grey Goose in her mouth. Dude, I'm such a cuck. I'm just watching this being like, must have ran out of cups. Man, this place needs to invest in more cups.
They need to promote clubs that have cups.
Yeah, I get it. Glass can be a hazard.
But come on.
Let's get some cups.
This is not a safe way to make sure you're drinking appropriately.
Yeah, I'm watching my ex-girlfriend on Facebook in the...
Current girlfriend.
Sorry. I'm watching my girlfriend at the time on Facebook being tagged in photos at a nightclub in the heart of the city.
Strange men pouring things into her open mouth.
Just pouring Grey Goose in her mouth, guys cheering her on, and I'm just like on my laptop being like, well, I hope she had a lot of water after that. She was gonna get really drunk and dehydrated. Just a complete delusional idiot. So anyway, it broke us up.
Yeah, I bet.
Because I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I later find out, years after being single, that those guys, one of them got arrested for bringing an underage girl to one of these clubs.
Of course.
And she claimed that they were sexually assaulted her.
Oof.
The cops got a warrant to that penthouse condo, found cameras everywhere hidden.
No way.
And these two guys were having threesomes and orgies. A lot of them were underage. These guys taped themselves and they both got arrested. And one of them, their dad was like a mayor of some town. He's like a rich kid. And when one of her friends sent me the article on Facebook and was like, "Remember these guys?" Now listen, people were hurt. People were sexually assaulted. People's lives were ruined. But there was a small percent of me that was like, I knew it.
Yes, it's awful. Everything about that's awful.
But there is a piece
But it
of
must have been so vindicating. You must have felt so vindicated.
My little legs jumped in the air as high as they could, and I cheered. I cheered in my studio apartment.
And those two men's names? Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein.
And you know what? If they're so guilty, then why aren't they both in jail? Well, one happened to be conveniently dead, the other one's a president. So there you go. But dude, I'm not kidding. That's a true story. And I think about that.
Did you ever talk to her after you found out that these guys were
I never
bad?
brought it up. I bumped into her one time, and she was like in her gym clothes or something like that, and she was on the way to the gym, just like so embarrassed, like, oh my god, she didn't see me like this. And we actually went out for drinks years ago. This is when I was living in LA, and she was just kind of like, I'm so proud of you. You said you wanted to live in America and be a comedian there, and you're doing it. I'm so proud of you. And I was like, cool, yeah, thanks. And back in my mind, I'm like, why am I here? What's going on? Are we gonna hook up? Are we not? What's happening? But a piece of me wanted to be on that dinner/drinks, not to flex, but to kind of say, hey, this is my life.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by palm trees.
Old Eddie didn't do so bad, now did he?
I'm living my dream. I got a green card. I'm doing great.
Never got arrested for any sort of sex crime.
Don't even know how to operate a GoPro or even hide a lipstick camera in a plant. I don't know how to do that, nor should I learn how to. Although that would be great for footage, I guess. Maybe if we get some seconds.
Get some crowd work in the wild.
Yeah, but she was just like, I'm so proud of you. You're doing great. And it was nice to hear that from someone you did love at one point. Oh, man, that woman put me through the ringer. And because of it, I have terrible trust issues. And I'll be grilling my wife for her whole bachelor trip.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the whole drive, like, so any men there?
Yeah, strippers?
Strippers?
Bahamas, huh? What kind of laws do they have?
Just tell me one of them wanted you to take them away from all this.
Tell me. Any of them firefighters?
Yeah.
You mean any club promoters? Can't trust those guys.
Oh, you don't think they're heroes? Well, you don't want to sleep with a hero? Just fucking corner her and just like back in her with questions. So you want to fuck a hero?
Oh, okay, I got it. So I'm not a hero. So you're leaving me for a Bahamian firefighter.
Cool. I'll just drop you off at the firehouse. You guys can just hang out with them in the Dalmatian. But I will say, I wouldn't say I'm cured, but it's something, and I'm I can't afford therapy, but I mean I could, but should I?
I think you should.
Fine. But
send money if you think Andy should.
But I
go to
have
therapy.
told her these stories, and I said like, hey, this is, I've learned to trust someone I love, because before, there was someone I trusted, just was like, oh, you feel bad? Okay, well, get over it. I'm living my life. I'm like, okay, but kind of seeing pictures of you almost getting fingered on Facebook with holding a shot glass, surrounded by men. Do you think that needs explaining?
Yeah.
I know I love women, and women should be able to do what they want, but you do have a partner who's
I'm
worried.
your boyfriend's seeing all these pictures.
And I don't assume guilt based on a
of course
photograph.
not. I trust you,
but at the same time, it's hard to trust someone that looks like they clearly act like they don't have a boyfriend in public.
And you do have a history of sending messages that are a little inappropriate.
Yes.
And yes, I had no right to see them, but I did see them.
If you didn't have nothing to hide, then why do you feel like you're so threatened by this and you're yelling at me?
Yeah.
But anyway, have fun tonight.
Yeah. Be safe.
Be safe. In any way you feel.
Don't drive drunk. Call a cab.
A condom fell out of your purse. I understand what that. You need that because you're on the pill and you're with me.
Yeah. Keep a hand over your drink.
Please. Oh, man. That's, yeah. I know how we got on Heather Graham.
Yeah, Heather Graham.
Yeah, Heather Graham.
Hey, shout out to Heather Graham.
Come on the
Doing
pod.
great work.
Would you Heather?
Heather, come on. She
Yeah.
hasn't been in a movie in a while, has she?
She's got time.
She's got time.
Come on, Hal.
Come on
Hey.
the pod. We'd love to have Heather Graham on the pod.
On a separate note, the president is doing a bang-up job of trying to deflect from him being on the list.
It's crazy how many things he's pulling out of his hat to be
You
like,
were
hey, look at this.
Don't you think he should go to jail?
Yeah, what about Obama? That guy should be in jail.
Yeah.
Also, Washington Commanders? Come on. Let's go back.
We all want the Redskins. Wouldn't you want to dust off that old racially charged logo and a hat out of your basement and put it on? And everyone's like, and dude, I saw the interviews of people in Washington, D.C. They're like, I kind of like the name. I don't mind.
Yeah,
Commanders.
I don't think anyone's upset about it.
I'm sure there's a couple of old fucking traditionalists like, well, the name has been passed down for generations. It was actually a chief that actually agreed that was actually a nice homage to the tribes. And it was like, okay, well, we also used to say the word colored too. We don't do that.
Yeah,
so.
we got rid of that. There's a lot of words we used to say. Also, those teams must be like, yo, chill. We just spent so much money changing everything. Like, we changed our logo. Like, it's a whole thing, buddy.
We still are keeping the maroon and gold. And is a commander really that crazy? It's not the Guardians, I'll give you that much.
Guardians, I don't like that one. They should have been the Spiders.
They should have... Spiders?
Yeah, Cleveland Spiders used to be a baseball team.
Huh. I mean, they went from the Cleveland Indians, okay, fine, and they got rid of Wahoo, the logo, which to me was minstrel at best.
Yeah.
And
It's crazy that was just on a hat you could buy.
just a red, big-toothed guy with a feather. I was just like, I see the cartoon-like quality of it all, but also it's kind of like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
It is minstrel. But anyway, and then they just went to the sea, which I can get on board with. So they had no inkling, nothing with Indians on it. But then they kind of just went Guardians. And the Guardians, I will say, reminds me a little bit of the old Angels in the Outfield logo with the A and the wings.
Oh, yeah.
The old Jim Edmonds ones,
Yeah.
the pincer, which I used to like.
Yeah, those are sick.
But there is no, I don't know. Is it a real biblical town? Do they have Guardian?
There's some sort of... I'd have to look it up. I think there are statues in Cleveland that are known as the Guardians or something, and it's got something to do with that.
Yeah, but anyway, I mean,
do they love Rocket Raccoon?
Yeah. So anyway, the president's kind of like, I'm not going to approve of a new stadium for federal funding.
Not for the Commanders.
Not for the Commanders, and the Commanders are fine.
Yeah, I'm also confused. What does the president have any sort of?
You want federal money.
Oh.
You want federal money. You want taxpayer money.
You want federal money? Okay, well, maybe I'm kind of... maybe I'm in a weird way aligned with Trump on that. I don't think the Washington football team needs my money for a stadium.
Well, I don't know if it's federal. I don't know. He has to approve of something.
I don't know. That seems weird.
The president is like, just rejoicing in Colbert being gone.
Yeah.
R.I.P. I do love Colbert.
R.I.P. to the Colbert Show. I mean, I haven't watched it in years, but
Yeah, which is kind of the problem.
from what I understand, it's like the highest rated one.
But not to play devil advocate here, it costs I think it costs $100 million for an episode or something crazy because there's 160 episodes. There's 200 people on staff, and he alone, his salary alone is like $50 million a year.
Okay.
So I kind of what I think they're doing is they wanted the merger to go through, and the president asked for it, but he didn't. He clearly likes it. It's like a gesture. It's like, look, we got rid of the guy that's been battling you on late night forever. He's like, oh, that's nice to hear.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like, anyway, the point is, all this kind of backhanded, kind of like mobby, kind of like mafioso type of dealings our president's doing right now, and just trying to deflect and trying to bring down the Obama, and he had that AI rendition of him being arrested. Did you see that?
I didn't see that. No, I heard about
Wild.
it. I didn't see it.
Just like him sitting down with Obama, and then FBI agents are taking Obama away and handcuffing him, and he's just like this, like that, just like, you know what? AI is not really taking our jobs. Whose job would that be?
To make that video?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Weird racist.
Yeah, I don't think these bigots are like that savvy with graphics. But anyway, it's never gonna be let down. The list will come out. And
certainly everyone will be, held accountable.
I have a theory.
What's your theory?
As you're calling an Uber. And then we'll get into some bits. Mark my words. Everyone listening to this podcast, mark my words right now.
Or mark them.
I'm gonna play a little tinfoil hat here. Rupert Murdoch, who owns the Washington Post, said, I'm going to release this.
Wall Street Journal, sorry.
Is it Washington Post or Wall Street Journal?
Bezos owns Washington Post.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah. I'm going to release this. Now, Murdoch is like, Fox News. He's like the big Trump guy. So to him turn on to the president like this is kind of wild, right? This is like the base for the news base for it.
The deep state.
The deep state. So if this happens and I called it on this better go viral.
Yeah.
They're going to release eventually this whole like thank you card. It's like, remember he drew a picture of a naked lady.
Yeah,
and he's like, I don't even draw. I don't know how to draw.
And then they find all the drawings. I've never said Enigma. The video of him saying Enigma.
Yeah, and then all the memes of like all the drawings that went on to auction is insane. But anyway, the point is, this almost seems very calculated, and I don't want to be too conspiratorial, but the health problems, he might have congestive heart problems, the pooling of the legs, old cankles, McGee. What if he reluctantly steps down? What if he's told, step down or we're releasing this all out? J.D. Vance becomes the president. Peter Thiel's little lap boy.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. J.D. Vance is not elected. He's appointed.
Yeah.
He still has 2 elections left.
Oh, fuck.
So that means your guy, Peter Thiel's guy that you funded, can logistically be the president for almost 3 terms. And in a weird strategic way, you have him be the president for majority of the term. So you kind of get used to it. He becomes an incumbent. And incumbents usually win elections.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll happen.
Yeah, terrifying. Maybe. Terrifying to think of.
Terrifying to think of. What a way to end the pod. But
we got some bits.
I will say, if that were to happen, JD,
come on the pod.
I love eyeliner.
Yeah.
And I salute you, my supreme leader.
And unlike Theo Vaughn, we won't go back and go and be like, oh, now we're not sure about some of the things you said. Whatever you say goes, sir.
Yeah. I love you. You're a man from the heartland, and whatever you say goes.
You're definitely a masculine, red-blooded dude who's chopped wood.
Hillbillyology is my go-to read.
And you love donuts.
Yes.
And you know how to order them without looking like a weird freak.
No, you're a man of the people, even though you are lizard-like in many respects. But you are a friend of the pod, and you're an open invite to come on down here.
You, Cash, Heather Graham. We'd love to have you all on.
Yeah, Heather Graham first.
Sure, yeah.
And let her leave with enough time, buffer time, before you guys show up, because I don't want her to think that we're terrible people.
Yeah.
But anyway, the point is, if that were to happen, also Peter Thiel, you sweaty overlord of a tech giant, come on down to the pod. Anyway, got any bits?
You know, I wrote some jokes.
Please, like, wait, are we news headline jokes? Actual,
I'm doing them. Okay. I'm doing them. They'll go fast. Minnesota State Senator was convicted of felony burglary. The victim? The American taxpayers. Am I right? They're all crooks.
Okay.
Titans QB Will Levis will have season-ending shoulder surgery. After talking with his doctors and his family, he decided it was the best way to avoid playing for the Tennessee Titans. Because they're bad. Charlie XCX and the 1975 drummer George Daniel were married over the weekend. And if you understood that sentence, you're too old to be doing coke anymore. Let's see. The largest piece of Mars on Earth sold for $5.3 million at an auction over the weekend. Early reports indicate that his stepson still thinks he's a dork. Whatever. We'll move on. Healthy babies were born in Britain after scientists used DNA from 3 different people to avoid genetic diseases. But unfortunately, they couldn't prevent the babies from being British. Take that, England. According to NASA, the newly discovered interstellar comet will keep a safe distance from Earth. And I think I speak for all of Earth when I say, fucking right, bitch.
Yeah.
Don't even try us. Let's see. Canadian convenience store conglomerate Couche-Tard dropped its bid to buy Japan's 7-Eleven stores. They decided instead to maybe think of a new name.
Don't be a Couche-Tard.
Yeah, exactly. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ hit record highs. Cool, said me and all my friends who would be bankrupted by a fall in the shower.
That is true.
Yeah.
I think that's an actual bit. I like that one a lot.
Thanks.
Bankrupt to be falling. The word bankrupt and followed by falling in the shower is pretty funny.
You got any bits?
Just got a comment from the post I did, the Coldplay Gate post, which is doing really well. I got a comment from my mother-in-law on it.
Yeah.
And she wrote, "I'm listening and taking notes, Eddie." She's listening to the podcast.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I really got to block my in-laws.
Yeah. We need the numbers.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks for listening.
Sharon, I love you, but would it kill you to just go off and...
Yeah, Sharon, just push play and walk away.
Yeah,
that goes
nice
for everybody.
Yeah, push play,
walk away.
That should be the name of the podcast.
That should have been the name of the podcast.
So I'm working on this bit where, the escape room bit I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, it's pretty good.
So the escape room, basically a friend of mine said he wants an escape room, want to go to an escape room, and I was like... I'm working on this whole thing. Indulge me with this, but and a friend asked me, "You want to do an escape room?" And if you don't know what it is, you're trapped in a room. You have to get clues to get out. It's kind of like a fun game, I guess. Which is a tough thing to explain to an immigrant mom. I'm like, "Hey, mom, doing escape." Mom, I called my mom, told her like, "Hey, my friends asked me, want me to do an escape room," and then she called me a lawyer. Or something like that. She's like, Eddie, don't say anything. So I'm trying to work on a thing where like it's prison. But anyway, the point is, so a buddy once asked me to do an escape room. I'm like, buddy, you're 43 with 2 roommates. You have other rooms you need to escape. You have 2 bedrooms and 3 futons. I mean, so this is true though. I knew a guy that had a guy who had 2 roommates, all of them straight. And they all lived together for 8 years.
8 years.
8 years. And to any of the women listening to this who are frustrated being single and saying to themselves, you know how hard it is to find someone that I agree with, that I can live with and cohabitate with and start a life with. And this guy found 2? It's not fair.
Not fair. That's good.
And then I did have a line where I was like, honestly... When he told me that he had the same roommates for 8 years, it went from sad to impressed to like, it's actually quite beautiful. I think these guys are going to make it. I really hope they all don't meet anybody.
That's good.
8 years, same roommates is crazy.
That is crazy. I've had the same roommate for 6 years now.
But 2?
2 is a lot.
The same two guys for 8 years.
Yeah.
Now, I can understand formative years. From 25 to 32, you're all broke. You're kind of figuring it out. Why not? Let's keep a good thing going. But you know how hard it is to find the same guys, all of you, which don't find a woman to live with?
Or more financial success. So, like, you all kind of stay at the same.
You kind of meant to be with each other.
God bless them. I'm just happy they found each other.
Yeah, man, that should be a line. I'm just glad they just found. It went from like me being what's it called? I think it's sad to me being like, I'm just glad they all found each other. It's so hard to find guys who equally have the least low amount of drive.
Yeah.
But it is funny how like a woman can be like, huh. The whole the turn is like, and these guys, he found two guys to live with. I will say there is something about having a male roommate, two straight guys living together. It's almost like at some point after 10 years, you are married.
Yeah, it's a domestic partnership.
Because you have no difference between them and my parents. It was just like, let me get this straight. You guys coexist. You passive aggressively say things to each other. You talk shit about each other to other people.
You sleep in different rooms.
You sleep in there, and no one's fucking. You guys are married.
Yeah. Yeah. You eat each other's eggs.
Yeah. Anyway, I had a good time. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
Thanks for being part of this episode of Oh Hell Yeah. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the podcast, hit the notification bell. See us live if you can. Follow us on social media. All those links in the description of this episode. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.